introduce our varsity team starters, beginning with the visiting Cavs. Number 1, Jessiana Aaron.
Good evening, basketball friends from all over. Welcome to DTV's Game Day Special. I'm Riley Wilcox.
And I'm Casey Love. Tonight we will have wall-to-wall coverage of Davison's varsity basketball doubleheader against Carman Ainsworth's Cavaliers. We'll start tonight with the girls, which their record is 8-9, and the Cavaliers, who are 13-2. And these are both state-ranked teams.
After the girls' game, we will toss things over to the studio where Bailey Tlaska and Kate Lawrence will bring you the highlights of this game, as well as preview the boys' game in an SBN-style show. Now, Casey, this is a big game for the boys and the girls tonight.
Exactly. Both, like I said, are state-ranked teams.
Davison is 8 and Carman is 2, so 6 separate them, but it really could go to anybody. We saw that the JV team won, so
and they both
50
are,
to 34.
This is a rescheduled game, so they both have had at least a month to get prepared. And we do know that Carman Ainsworth is the ladies, and I believe the boys as well, they're rivals. So this should be interesting.
You can see Chelsea Arisjak out there. Coach Hitchcock today said that he really needs her to step up. She's been playing a phenomenal season. He wants her to be more a key player than just extra.
And her being a sophomore, that's a pretty big deal.
Yes. Carman Ainsworth gets the tip. Number 12 passes it over to 21. They're trying to get through this defense. And they miss. Carman Ainsworth gets the rebound and misses again. Davison takes the rebound this time. That's Adrian Gill. Passes it over to Ellie Timmons. Back over to Ramoy. She's got 12 right on her. Carman Ainsworth has the ball now, and number 23 gets 2 points. Just like that, Carman is ahead by 2 points.
We've barely started, and this is already a on-fire game.
We haven't even gotten through the first minute.
The girls are in the zone for both teams.
Carman tries to take the ball, but it doesn't quite work.
I don't think I've ever, at least in my experience announcing with you, seen the girls this focused, this ready to go. That month break had to have been very useful for them.
And they need it really bad. This is a tough team.
I believe they're ranked 2nd. The Carman Cavaliers?
Yes. We have number 13 with the ball. That's Strother. She passes it to Aaron. She passes it over to 12. That's King. She's trying to get inside the paint. Number 21 does, and she misses. The Cardinals take the ball. That's Ramoy. She passes it to Timmons. And Arisjak takes the ball. Big turnover there. Carman takes the ball. It's number 13. Foul on number 21, McQueen.
Holding foul?
Tart will get the ball. Got some trades here. Timmons and Tomzak are in the game now. Excuse me, Allard. Number 21 has the ball, McQueen. Passes it to number 1, Aaron. Number 21 goes for 3 points, and she barely misses. Adrian Gill takes the ball. She's heading down the court. Passes it to number 23. and it's out on Davison.
Cavaliers deflect that ball. Davison
It looked like that ball was about to go right for our cameraman on the sideline.
Ramoy is at the baseline with the ball. Number 21 is blocking her. She passes it to Davis. Davis just barely drops the ball. They're all scrambling for the ball now. Passes it over to Adrian Gill. She goes for 3 points, but she misses. But Lex Davis takes the rebound. Number 23, I believe, 13. That is Strother. Passes the ball to 12. And again, they miss. They seem to be overshooting here, but number 23 does get 3 points. 5-0. The Cavaliers have the lead.
There were a lot of attempts.
Yes.
This is going to be a very, from what I can tell right now, a very nail-biting game.
Yes. Coach Hitchcock said that Adrian Gill needs to go for more points today.
And she can shoot very well.
Yes.
As long
She
as
just
she's
needs to give
open.
herself time to do it, and you don't always have that.
Right. It's only 5 minutes in the game, and it's already this exciting. If you want to keep up to date, we have one of 3 social medias, but right now we're going to talk about Facebook. If you want to keep up on that social media, you can go to our page, DTV News. We post basically a little bit about the same as what we put on Twitter. Sometimes it's a little bit different, but if you don't like Twitter personally,
Usually Facebook, we are a little more wordy with the things that we post, but it's same content.
like personally, I prefer Facebook, so I'd go to Facebook. I can't make Twitter work.
But you can also check out our Twitter page.
At DTV_official. Sometimes we post little snippets of the games or the concerts that we're doing.
Tomzak passes the ball to Allard. Allard passes it over to Ramoy. She's trying to get number 21 away from her. She passes it to Lex Davis. And again, she almost drops the ball, and she throws it out. We've seen that twice now. Lex Davis kind of grabs the ball and then throws it to the side.
She was out for how long?
About a month.
With a hand injury, I believe. So I can understand a couple slip-ups, but she's got to get on her game.
King passes the ball to Aaron. And again, they're trying to get through this defense.
Davison is on fire right now. They're
both
not
playing-
letting them through.
And again, the ball goes out. Seems to be that they're kind of going for different shots. Tomzak is at the baseline. Passes it to Michaela Rischak over to Allard. Allard's trying to get number 13 and 12 both away from her. We have Ramoy trying to get inside the paint, and she gets 2 points, 5-2. We're about halfway through the first quarter now. Number 1 goes for 3 points and she misses. That's Aaron. But this time, number 21 gets 2 points, 7-2. Number 13, I believe that was, just took the ball right out of Allard's hands. Michaela passes it to Stephanie Ramoy, and she has a big open lane. And she gets 2 points while doing so, 9-4.
This is just back and forth, over and over.
Ooh, she goes for 3 points and she misses. Going for 3-pointers can always be a little tricky because sometimes you're too far away to really have a perspective of where it's going.
But if you do land one and make
Adrian
that
Gill
bucket,
is very good at that.
yes, that's undoubtedly a skill that she has. I believe she's the one that usually goes for 3-pointers on the girls, from what I can see at least.
Agreed. King has the ball, and she has Michaela Rischak. Right next to her, she passes it over to Tart. She's in the paint.
And it rolls
And it
right
just-
off the rim.
but they still get 2 points, I believe. 11-4. I didn't see who that was, though.
Is this our first free throw? Or is this?
Yes, I believe so. That is Tart at the line. She misses, but Davison takes the rebound. Gill passes it over to Ramoy. Ramoy up to Tomzak. Over to Allard. And they're trying to get through this defense. That is showing to be pretty tough. Number 5 takes the ball. She passes it up to 13. 12 goes for 3 points and she misses. Davison takes the rebound. That's Cassie Allard. Allard passes it to Ramoy. Allard is just outside the key. Ramoy is in the paint and she gets 2 points for Davison, 11-6. This is showing to be pretty intense already.
This is different varsity girls than I think we've seen play before. They're focused.
Yes, number 13 gets 2 points for Carman Ainsworth, 13-6.
Oh. I don't think the ball's supposed to do that. However,
like I said, they kind of are overshooting or undershooting.
Like, yes, try hard, but it looks like a little bit that they might be trying just a bit too hard. But with the Davison girls right now,
they just need to stay
focused.
focused.
They're driven.
And they seem to be doing so.
They're using so much teamwork. And
Gill passes the ball to Ramoy, and she just gets knocked down by number 5. That's Caldwell. Aaron passes it over to number 12. Number 12 goes for 2 points and she misses. Score is 13-6. A wrist jack was at the baseline. But we have a foul. A wrist jack is now at the baseline. She passes it over, but number 15 takes it. Number 1, Aaron, is trying to get Timmons away from her. She passes it over to Tart. Tart's trying to get inside the paint, and she gets 2 points. 15-6. Adrian Gill has the ball. She passes it to Ramoy, up to Timmons. Timmons passes it to a wrist jack. Wrist jack back to Timmons. They're trying to get through this defense again. Ramoy goes for 3 points, but she does not make it. Number 2, Tart, has the ball for the Cavs. She goes for 3 points, and she misses 2. Ramoy takes the rebound. She throws it across the court to Michaela Wristjack, and she gets 2 points. 15-8. Already it's been back and forth, like I said.
I don't even know how to describe what I'm seeing. It's so relieving to see how well our girls are playing. They want this win so bad, and they're not going to let Carman Ainsworth have it easy.
We've got about 30 seconds right now. It looks like the Cavs are trying to waste the clock here. Tart goes for 2 points, and she makes it. 17-8. Wristjack is at the baseline. She passes it to Ramoy. Ramoy passes it over to Timmons. Over to Adrian Gill, excuse me. And she misses. Carman Ainsworth takes the rebound. That's Aaron. Aaron is in the paint. She gets 2 points.
There's 3.9 seconds on the board.
19-8.
Riley, how do I describe? I don't know. I'm
Me
at a loss
either.
for words.
It's just been back and forth over and over and over again.
But it's so good to watch. I don't want to say
It's
good.
It's very nice to have such a intense game.
Both the Allard sisters are on the court now.
The Wristjacks were both out there a minute ago. They still both are.
I don't know if you remember, Riley.
The Cavs get the free throw, 20-8.
a couple games ago when the coach and the team also said that having sisters sometimes makes it a lot easier because they already know how to communicate with each other.
Well, that does it, 20-8. We're going to toss things over in just a minute to our sideline reporter, Rebecca Allen.
Hey, what's up, Davison? Welcome to the sideline. I'm Rebecca Allen for DTV News, and I am here live in the Davison High School Gymnasium where your Lady Cards are taking on the Lady Cavaliers of Carman Ainsworth. Carman Ainsworth and Davison have had a long-standing feud, and currently the Cavaliers are leading against your Davison Cardinals right now at the end of the first quarter. But it is still anyone's game. I got the chance to speak with Lady Cardinal Lex Davis, and she told me just how she feels about playing Carman Ainsworth here tonight. Let's see what she had to say.
Play them. I feel like if we play the way we played last night, we play as a team, we'll definitely give them a go. They're definitely obviously beatable. They only beat Bay City Western by 5, and Bay City Western beat us by 3. But if we don't fall short and we play the way we play and don't let them get us out of our game, we'll definitely be able to beat them.
Well, guys, hopefully your Lady Cardinals can bring home a win tonight in the first game of the doubleheader against Carman Ainsworth. I'll see you right back here at the end of the second quarter.
You know, that was such an intense first quarter. I can't wait to see how the other 3 go.
Even though Carman is ahead by a pretty significant number, it's still very entertaining to watch.
Davison could definitely come back.
We're only in the second quarter. This is anybody's
There's
game.
a lot of games still left to play. Carly Allard has the ball. She gives it to Lex Davis, and we've got a turnover. It's nice to see Lex Davis out there again after injury. She told us, you know, being her senior year, she thought she might be done. And it's nice to see her back out there playing.
I got to talk with her when we went to DECA in, I believe, December. I could be wrong. But she's so sweet. And it hurt seeing her not play. I used to be an athlete. I know it's like being benched.
King gets 2 points for the Cavaliers, 22-8. Ramoy has the ball. She's trying to get inside the paint. Lex Davis gives it to Adrian Gill, and she misses, but she catches her own rebound. 22-10. Adrian Gill is at the free throw.
Game such as this one, I feel like whatever free throw Davison can get with them being about 11 points behind is going to count for so much, not only like point-wise, but emotionally. Because you know, like once you make one that you're going to catch up a little bit more and just inch your way back up to the top.
Number 1, Erin is at the line, baseline. She throws it over to 21. She's trying to get Chelsea a wrist jack away from her, trying to confuse her a little bit. She throws it out of bounds. It will be Davison's ball. Number 13, Allard. Passes it to Ramoy. We've got a call. Number 21 passes it to 1. That is McQueen. She goes for 3 points and she misses. Davison takes the rebound. Ramoy passes it to Lex Davis, and she kind of overshoots it again.
I believe that last time out we talked a little bit about Twitter, but our Twitter is our main social media.
It's the one that we promote the most.
One I think we're most skilled at DTV_official. Anything from game coverage to concerts.
Ramoy has the ball, and she runs into number 22, Calhoun. We got 6 minutes and 18 seconds left in the opening half. Allard throws the ball to Adrian Gill. Moy passes the ball up to Lex Davis. It almost hits the announcing booth.
My heart just kind of
Again, like I
dropped a
said,
little.
they need to stop overshooting it. I think they're making a little too bold moves.
I'm not gonna lie, that scared me a little.
Number 12, King, has the ball. She gives it to Aaron. Number 12 passes it back to Aaron. They're trying to just get anybody in the paint right now. They're playing great defensively. Davison takes the ball. Moy passes it to Risjak, but number 13 was in the way. She goes for 2 points, and she makes it.
Moy just slid about like 2-3 feet trying to stop her.
That'll be 24 to 11.
I don't know about you, Riley, but I kind of feel like I'm on the edge of my seat watching
Yeah.
this game.
Already. The only word that's coming to mind right now is intense to describe this game.
Personally, I think of wow. It's just shocking to me.
And it's refreshing after good competition, but they're a little slower games
Yes.
than this one. She does not make the free throw. Ellie Timmons takes the ball. She passes it over to Adrian Gill, and again, they overshoot.
I thought Adrian Gill was about to like just cream herself on the wall. They need to take like a step back, slow down just a little bit, and then I feel like it'll go a little bit better for them.
Aaron takes the ball across the timeline. She passes it to Tart. And Lex Davis just throws the ball out of her hands.
They're overthrowing, and I feel like they're also running a little bit too fast.
That is true. Seen that a little. King's trying to get inside the paint. Pass it to number 1, Aaron. And Davison takes the ball, Adrian Gill. Pass it to Cassie Allard. Carly Allard. Over to Davis. Pass it to Adrian Gill. Adrian's trying to get inside the paint. She doesn't make it.
I wonder if the girls on both sides are feeling just a little bit frustrated, and that's why they're going so fast.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to like, use speed to get an advantage. But it appears that it's only slowing them down.
But they've stayed very focused through it all. They just need to use that to help them.
Turn the frustration into focus.
Tart has the ball. She's trying to get inside the paint, but she doesn't make it. Risjak takes the rebound. Timmons is taking the ball. Pass it to Davis, and the ball goes out. Davis misses the first free throw.
And we have a timeout. So, with our final social media that we use pretty frequently, the older people in DTV, we went to Washington, D.C., And we made Snapchat to
To
document,
record
I would say.
over.
Yes. So
trip.
our Snapchat is DTV News, and the picture actually for Snapchat that is our, is it a logo,
It's like a
barcode?
snap code. Snap code.
So you can scan
It's
that.
kinda like
That
a
is
barcode.
ours, and that'll take you right to us, where we post game highlights and what we're doing in that moment. So Riley, how would you describe what's going on so far?
Like I said earlier, it's just intense. Both teams are they're just playing very, very well, but defensively, but not, they need to step up a little offensively. They've kind of overshot over and over again. Davis' second point does not make it either. Number 5, Caldwell passes the ball to number 21, up to Aaron. To 21, that's McQueen. Tart passes the ball to number 5. Back over to 12.
20-second violation.
We've got a
Crowd seems to be
violation.
very happy about that.
Allard passes the ball to Timmons. Number 1, Aaron. Giving her no space to breathe. Pass it to Gill. And number 13 just takes the ball right out of her hands. She goes for 2 points. She makes it, but let's see if it counts. Looks like they called it before she made it. That last play did not count as 24-11. Tart passes the ball to, it's a little difficult to read these numbers here.
I believe that says number
McQueen,
20.
21. It's kind of difficult to see when they're like twisting, it wrinkles. Tart goes for 3 points and she misses. Allard takes the ball. Passes it to Chelsea Arisjack. Over to Gill, and she goes for 3 points, and she makes it. 24-14. Now they're only 10 points behind. Davison takes the ball. So Arisjack. Arisjack passes it to Timmons. Gill's trying to get through. Passes it to Allard, and Allard gets 2 points. 24-16.
Allard was wide open for that one.
You can really account that for their defense, having that.
That, like they had Adrian Gill trapped between 2 girls. She passes it to Carly and just makes the shot. That was beautiful.
I think they kind of used too many people on Adrian because they know that she can make 3 points, and she was in the zone to make 3 points, in the area to make
and Carly
3 points.
just slides in and gets that point.
Okay. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, the opening half. Number 22, Calhoun passes the ball to King. She's thinking what to do. She's got Ellie Timmons right next to her. Number 21 goes for 2 points from inside the paint. She doesn't make it. Tart takes the ball and overshoots it really far.
I feel like that's a common theme with this game at the moment is
Yeah.
overthrowing.
Because they really don't have that much time to think and
Right.
say, oh, well, what should we do here?
You've only got 2:27 on the clock.
And Tart wasn't even expecting to get the ball there.
Right.
It just slid over to her. She grabbed it.
Like, she does not look
Had
too
2
happy at the
seconds
moment.
to think about what to do. Davison will start with the ball now. Ramoy has it. Number 12, King, was covering her very well. But she did get a foul for it. Tomzak passes the ball to Ramoy. Over to a wrist jack. Over to Gill. Let's see if she goes for 3 points here. She doesn't. And the Cavs take the ball. That's number 13, Strother, and she misses. The Cavs have 6 fouls now, so they really want to keep them low.
Actually, I believe we are
We
tied for
both have
fouls.
6 now. Davison also. Number 13, Strother, gets the first free throw, 25-16. And she misses the second. Davison takes the ball. Tomzak passes it to Ramoy. Over to Michaela Wristjack. Over to Adrian Gill. She goes for 3 points, but she misses. Wristjack takes the rebound, and she misses also. Number 21, McQueen, takes the rebound for the Cavs. And no, Stephanie Ramoy takes the ball. She has a big open lane here, but she misses. And a Wristjack gets 2 points, 25-18. And number 1, Aaron, just tripped over the ball. You can see that every single point, every single play, every single defense, everything matters so much already. And we're not even through the first half yet.
Adrian Gill is out, and Lex Davis is in.
The Cards now have 7 fouls. So number 12 is at the line, King, to shoot a free throw. She misses. Number 23, Harrison, takes the ball. Number 13 takes the ball. King is looking what to do here. She passes it to Aaron,
Chelsea Wristjack is right on her tail.
and she gets 2 points. 27-18. And we've got 49.5 seconds left. Number 15 has the ball for the Cavs. And Davison takes the ball. That's Ramoy. She's been on it tonight, taking the ball. And again, she overshoots it. Lewis is at the baseline. She passes it to Aaron.
30 seconds remaining in the first half.
We've only got 30 seconds left now. Number 1 passes the ball to Tart. Back over to Lewis. This defense is impossible to break right now. Michaela Wristjack takes the ball, passes it to Ramoy, all the way over to Lex Davis.
Last touch for the Cavaliers. Still wide open.
So we've got 10.4 seconds left. Let's see if Davison tries to go for something. They brought Adrian Gill back, so she might go for 3 points. Wristjack passes it to Gill.
think you're right, Riley.
Let's see
I
if
think
she
they have
goes.
something planned.
Ooh, they maybe not. Lex Davis goes for 2, and she misses.
0.8 seconds.
And a wrist jack is at the line. That's Michaela, a wrist jack. And she misses the first one.
I can't imagine how they feel if they don't make a free throw. Like if it's disappointment, if it's frustration, anger.
And that'll do it. 27-18, the Cavs are leading by 9 points.
We're tied with fouls. Still a nail-biting game.
It's been very intense, back and forth, lots of action. The Cavs said for today that they needed to stay focused and they needed to work as a team and not be selfish. We're gonna go over to Rebecca Allen with our sideline report, and she has Dave Beamer with her.
Hey, what's up, Davison? Welcome to the sideline. Aside from basketball, Davison is killing it in other winter sports categories, and it has been a jam-packed season. I am here with Davison's athletic director, Dave Beamer. Mr. Beamer, can you tell me a little bit about that winter season?
Yeah, you know, it's always awesome when you're busy at the end of February, beginning of March as a high school athletic director, because you know your teams are doing great. You know, our bowling team's on. They're going to play for in the districts next week. Bailey Gibson was named the SVL MVP. Our wrestlers are looking really good towards the end of the season as they go into the postseason. They're regional champs. We're sending 11 guys to individual regionals, and the team's going to go to the state finals here in a couple weeks. Our hockey team's looking good. They're going to look to get past the regionals this year. I think they have a good chance of doing that. We're actually hosting the pre-regionals this year in a couple weeks after intercession. And you know, our cheer team's looking good too. They're going for a district next week, and Palm just won a Division II state championship. So it's always good to be a Cardinal, that's for sure.
And for the fans watching at home, what is the best way to keep up to date with all that's happening in the world of sports?
You know, we've got our new website, which is davisonathletics.org. Social media, Twitter at DavisonMade, or Facebook. We have a Facebook, so that's probably one of the better ways. And then I think the best ways is to come on out and watch them play. So we're going to host a regional South game for basketball, girls and boys. I think it's March 6th and March 12th. So that's probably the best way to do it, is come on out and support our teams. So.
Well, thank you so much. Be sure to stay tuned, you guys, and I will see you at the end of the third quarter.
Go Cards!
We are back now. Quite an interesting first half. Score is 27 to 18. Carman has the lead. You know, Davison's doing pretty well, better than we expected here. So we're back now. Number 1, Erin has the ball to start us off. She passes it to 13. Over to King. Over to Tart. Number 21 was in the paint, and she missed. She got taken down there.
The crowd was not happy about that.
We have a foul on Chelsea, a wrist jack, and we're only 20 seconds in. Number 21, I believe, got the line, McQueen. And she misses the first one. But she makes the second one, 28 to 18. Wrist jack passes the ball to Timmons.
They're only 10 points apart now.
Davison's proving to be a pretty good competitor here. Adrian Gill goes for 2 points, but she misses. Number 20 takes the rebound.
I don't know if you could hear it, Riley,
That's
but
Gill.
the Carman Ainsworth people on the bench were yelling key up. It's great to see such sportsmanship.
And working together a lot. Erin passes the ball to McQueen. Over to Tart. And Lex Davis is scrambling for the ball. And we've got a jump ball.
Did you see whose jump ball that was?
I know Tart and Davis were fighting for it.
But I didn't see who had their hands on it.
Timmons takes the ball across the timeline. She passes it to Ramoy. She goes for 2 points, but she misses. Number 21, McQueen takes the rebound. She barely goes out. Passes it to 12, King. Lex Davis takes the ball. Big turnover. She's running down the court. She gets 2 points. 28 to 20.
That was incredible.
Davison is really, really focused tonight.
They just needed that halftime to get their head back into it. Now they only are 8 points apart.
We thought there'd be a bigger gap here between the teams, but they're pretty close for how competitive and strong Carman Ainsworth is.
Like, they're not going to give up this game without a fight. And Davison is proving that. They keep proving it.
Lex Davis makes the point, 28 to 21. Number 10, Brantley, passes the ball to number 25.
Watch that nice replay from Lex Davis where she just drove down the court over the timeline and made that bucket.
Number 10, Brantley, passes it to 23. Harrison. Back over to 15.
It looked like they had number 23 from Carman Ainsworth trapped. She didn't know where to go.
Number 10 goes for 2 points and she misses, but number 23, I believe, makes it.
I like to
number
see
22 makes it.
when they shoot it, they always have a teammate right there on the other side. If they don't make it, that teammate will try to jump up for it and try to make it back in.
And the ball goes out. We have a foul on Lewis. That's the team's second foul of the quarter. Davis has the ball now. She gives it to Adrian Gill, and she goes for 3 points, but does not make it. Number 15 takes the rebound. That's Lewis. Passes it to Brantley. Up to Harrison. Davison is playing great man-to-man defense here. Number 23 goes for 2 points, but she misses. Davison takes the ball. Adrian Gill throws it across the court to Stephanie Ramoy. She just barely goes out.
She fumbled a little bit, but had it right back.
Big turnover. Number 15 takes the ball. Goes for 2 points. And doesn't make it. Number 22, Calhoun, is at the line. Only got 5 minutes and 5 seconds left.
You know, Riley, Carman Ainsworth has a pretty tall team. Like, a lot of the girls are 5'9", 5'10", 5'11". There's a girl that's 6'1".
I know we saw the boys coming by earlier, and there's some pretty tall guys over there too. We've got a jump ball. Score is 31-21. Tomzak and a wrist jack are now in the game.
One wrist jack out for the other.
Number 23 has the ball. Number 15, Lewis, passes the ball to number 5. And the ball goes out.
It looked like Michaela
We've got a
Ristak
short
had a
timeout.
holding foul, it looked like.
There's only 10 points between these teams, 31-21. So we've got 4 minutes and 50 seconds left, and it's already been very intense, just like the last 2 quarters.
Davison keeps catching up, but Carman keeps pulling away just
Yeah.
that little bit.
Davison gets a few points, and then the Cavs pull ahead even further, and then the
Like
Cardinals
baiting
try
them.
and go back, and
Like,
it's just
oh,
back
you're
and forth
so
and back and
close.
forth.
Nah, let me just pull ahead of you again.
Again, the score is 31-21. Looks like the Cavs will get the ball.
I've never seen so many game faces on this court. They're all so ready.
Brantley takes the ball. She gives it to number 23, who passes it over to Caldwell. Number 15's getting inside the paint, and she gets 2 points. 33-21. Ellie Timmons is taking the ball across the timeline, passes it to Tomzak. Over to Gill, and number 5 just gets right in the way. But it looks like there was a foul on that.
Number 5 from Carman Ainsworth, that's Caldwell. Thank you. I can't talk today. Appears to have lost her contact.
That would be terrible on the gym floor in the middle of a game.
I personally don't use contacts, but I can imagine that it'd be terrible.
Thinking about switching myself.
Because I can't see without my glasses, so that would be terrible.
Number 10, Brantley, passes the ball to Tart. Anna Gill is giving her no space to breathe. Passes it to number 23, Harrison. Passes it back to Brantley.
The Cardinals are right on the Cavaliers' toes.
Tart goes for 2 points. We've got a jump ball. Tomzak passes the ball to Timmons. Brantley is there giving her greatest show face, game face. Anna Gill is looking what to do with the ball. She gives it to Timmons. Timmons passes it to Risjak. Over to Gill, and Gill goes for 3 points. Looks like it runs in the family to get 3 points.
I was just about to say that. You read my mind.
33-24. Brantley passes the ball to number 23, over to 22, and she gets 2 points for the Cavs, 35 to 24. Like you said, Davison pulls ahead a little, and then the Cavs pull ahead.
It's just back and forth. Maybe with Anna and Adrian with those 3-pointers, maybe big sister teaches little sister from time to time. And once Adrian leaves, that's going to be very useful.
Yeah.
Because she is a senior. Now that I think about it, there's 5 seniors on the varsity team
And
this
now
year.
they have their posters up for the boys and the girls.
And they look amazing.
We need DTV posters.
You and me on the wall.
Lex Davis passes the ball to Timmons. Timmons goes for 2 points and she misses. Number 5 takes the rebound. She passes it to Lewis. And Anna Gill tries to get the ball.
Lex Davis just denied number 22 from Carman. Calhoun just denied that ball.
Calhoun will get the ball. She passes it over to Lewis. Over to Brantley. Looks like a little miscommunication there. Couldn't tell if she was going for the basket or to pass it over to Caldwell.
Speaking of communication, there was one thing that I thought of. I wonder if Carman keeps overshooting because they trust their players so well. They're like, yeah, I'm going to get it. And then they overshoot because the person wasn't ready.
Yeah. Anna Gill trips over the ball, passes it to Tomzak. Timmons goes for 3 points, and she overshoots. She doesn't make it. Brantley passes the ball to number 23, and the ball goes out. Looks like we have a whole new line of Cavs coming in, and the Allard sisters. Trying to rest their players a little bit, bring them back.
Maybe the sisters, each sister duo from Davison is like double trouble because like once they both get out there,
Yeah.
it's like the game sparks up a little bit differently.
The wrist jacks are always out there, it seems to be at the same time.
And they play very well together.
The Allards usually come out together a little earlier.
I don't see the Gills really together though.
Yeah. Number 12, King, has the ball. She's going inside the paint. She passes it to Tart. And Tart gets 2 points, 37 to 24. Cassie Allard passes the ball to Carly Allard. Carly Allard's getting inside the paint. She misses. The Cavs take the rebound. It's number 21, McQueen. Passes it to Aaron. Over to number 13. She goes for 2 points and she makes it. 39 to 24.
Carly Allard passes it to her little sister, Cassie Allard.
She gives it to Michaela Risjak over to Anna Gill. Anna Gill overshoots. We've got a jump ball. So now the Cavs are leading by 15 points and there's 35 seconds left.
One Gill sister out for another.
Oh, and Anna Gill trips as she's going out. Cassie Allard passes the ball to Michaela Risjak.
I believe that was, oh, you're right. I thought that was Carly.
Cassie Allard goes for 3 points and she makes it. 39 to 27. Aaron's looking what to do with the ball here. She passes it to Strother. And we're running out of time here as number 21 goes for 3 points and misses. Final score of 39 to 27 for the third quarter.
All right, let's toss things over to Rebecca Allen on the sideline.
Hey, what's up, Cardinal Country? Glad to see you back here on the sideline. Currently, the Cavaliers of Carman Ainsworth are leading against your Davison Cardinals, but it has been an intense matchup. I don't know about you guys, but I have been on the edge of my seat this entire game. If you were enjoying the coverage here tonight, we are not done yet. Be sure to tune into a post-game show right after this, where we will show you highlights from this game, and we will give you all the need-to-know details on the boys' game coming up. DTV has you covered. Of course, we will be airing the boys' varsity basketball game against Carman Ainsworth right here live on our channel, Charter Channel 191. And also be sure to check in to our social media pages that are booming with frequent updates of the score and all the need-to-know details on the game. Well, I'll toss it to the fourth quarter.
This game is very interesting, to say the least.
It's been back and forth and back and forth.
I said it before, I'll say it again. I cannot predict what's happening.
You can see Adrian Gill is now back for the fourth quarter, so she's likely gonna go for some three-pointers here. That's what she's known for, and that's what Hitchcock wants her to do today.
And they definitely need some three-pointers right now. Davison is at 27, Carman Ainsworth is at 39.
Not that big of, I mean, it's a little bit of a difference, but.
In the fourth quarter, though?
Yeah. Number 23 passes it to 13. She misses. Adrian Gill takes the ball, and she trips as she passes it to Ramoy. To Cassie Allard, and they're trying to trap her here. That's number 13 and number 23. She couldn't get herself across the timeline there. Allard is at the sideline. She passes it to her little sister, Cassie. Adrian Gill's looking what to do with the ball. She passes it to a wrist jack. Wrist jack goes for 2 points and she misses.
You think Davison's going to be able to catch up?
I think they're going to get close, but we can hope. But the way that Carman's been keeping ahead by quite a bit, it could happen. I don't doubt them, but it'll be tough. We've got everybody here scrambling for the ball, and it goes out. Okay.
Riley, you all right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you in the game is all.
That always sucks when that happens, but we've got Erin here at the baseline, at the sideline, excuse me. She's trying to get inside the paint. She goes for 2 points, but she misses. Davison takes the rebound. We've got less than 7 minutes left in this intense game. Number 21, McQueen, gives the ball to Erin. Gives it to Tart. Goes for 2 points from inside the paint.
It appears for Carman
41 to 27.
That Tart is a very key player for them.
Yes. Erin takes the ball and she's got a wide open lane. She gets 2 points, 43 to 27. This will be very tough to come back from for Davison. Wrist jack goes for 2 points and she just barely makes it. It's kind of bouncing in and out.
It's gotta be so stressful when you see it
43 to 29. Tart gives the ball to number 13. She goes for 3 points and she misses. It looks like Carman is really trying here to get the edge, to pull, so that Davison doesn't really have that much of
room to breathe. Going into a replay.
Number 13, Strother passes the ball to Erin. passes it back to Strother. And they're just going back and forth, trying to get the defenders away from them. Number 21 goes for 3 points, and she misses. Davison takes the ball. That's Ramoy.
Appears that
She
Davison
just
is
throws the
playing-
ball out.
Davison is playing very aggressively.
Yes. They're not going to go down without a fight. They're not. They still have a lot of game left in them. Ramoy is at the free throw line.
Do you ever wonder, like, for them, if time stops when they're throwing the ball? Like, when you throw it, you see it moving slowly. so
Yeah,
you don't
like
know if you're gonna make it.
slow motion. I know I definitely couldn't do it with all the pressure from everybody.
I just can't shoot, period. I don't
Definitely
have-
respect
oh,
both
yeah.
everyone in a sport who is up against the clock
Like,
or against the whole entire room's just pressure on them. Ramoy makes the second one,
'cause, like, you have to respect
43
them
to 30.
in a way, because personally, I can't do that.
Yeah, I couldn't do what they do.
I probably can't run for more than 2 minutes. And they run just back and forth over and over again. And they can shoot so well.
We got just over 5 minutes left. The Cavs are leading by 13 points. Number 10, Brantley, and Gill are wrestling for the ball. And Adrian Gill gets the 6th foul for the team. They better be careful because they only have one more left. And number 21, I believe, just passes over to nobody. Timmons passes the ball to Gill. Let's see what'll happen here. Ramoy goes for 2 points from inside the paint. 43 to 32. Number 12, King, has her game face on. She goes for 3 points, but she misses. Ooh, we've got a scramble for the ball. A wrist jack takes the ball and just kind of drops it out of bounds. Tart is back in for the Cavs. Number 13 passes the ball to 12, King.
You know, Ramoy signed for a college. I don't remember which college
Rochester.
that is. Thank you. And she
For
signed for soccer.
Soccer,
But she's
right.
proving to be such a key player in this game currently. I was actually a little bit shocked when I heard it was for soccer.
She must be pretty good at soccer too. You know, for a lot of basketball athletes, they're multi-athletes and they do multiple sports, even if it's just track.
Right, like some swimmers do track as well. I think baseball players also do soccer.
Timmons goes for 2 points, but she misses. Number 1, Aaron, takes the rebound. Score is 44 to 32. Gill passes it to Timmons. Let's see if we see any three-pointers from Gill. Tart passes the ball to number 1, but it goes out. They were not letting Ellie Timmons pass that timeline. Gill passes it to Timmons. She's getting trapped again, and Ramoy takes the ball, goes for 2 points, but she misses. It's nice to see how hard Davison is working here because
our ladies work hard.
yes.
Like, it's not easy to be an athlete. For example, Adrienne Gill, she's a vice president of DECA, I believe, and she's the president
she does
of
co-op
NHS.
also.
She does co-op, she does varsity basketball,
So lots and lots of long hours.
and she's this good at basketball.
Yes. I don't know how she sleeps.
Carly Allard is the same way. I believe Carly Allard is the president of DECA, vice president of NHS. She does co-op.
Stephanie Ramoy gets the free throw, 44 to 33. Tart passes the ball to Strother. Over to number 12, King. She gets inside the paint, goes back out. She's trying to get herself back in the paint, and she gets 2 points, 46 to 33.
Carman Ainsworth has a big lead.
Timmons throws the ball to a wrist jack. She's got a big open lane. She gets 2 points, 46 to 35.
Correction, Riley, it's actually 35 to 46. They just changed the scoreboard. We're gonna give some love a little bit to our cameramen, but not only do we have cameramen down here, we also have camera people in the studio, and we're gonna get ready for
You
a...
can see Chris directing, Abby tech directing, doing graphics. Maggie is over there
Look, it's
on
your
replay.
sister.
My stepsister Caitlin Abdel is in the room, former play-by-play.
My good friend Manny Clinton.
And Manny Clinton is over there on the audio board. You got Amy Parker in there.
We've got some great studio crew.
Nice to see everybody working hard in there too.
Without them, we would not be here giving you this game.
Definitely not.
So definitely they are possibly the most important people. And they do their jobs well.
Yes.
Like for high school, we do very well.
After this, we will bring you the halftime show with Bailey Talaska and Kate Lawrence.
And they'll give you like some highlight updates.
They'll give you the district pairings for both teams.
Talk about the games a little bit because we gave you our opinions, but it would be nice to see what they think as well.
Yes. Tart passes the ball to number 1, Erin. She kind of trips with the ball. Passes it to Allard. There's a lot of confusion there. They're trying to take the ball.
Remember what I said earlier? I believe it was in the second quarter, overshooting and going way too fast. Carman is starting to pick up that speed again. If they keep running that fast, that's when they're going to run into these stumbles.
Because I think if the Cavaliers let their guard down, maybe even just a little, Davison could definitely pull ahead.
They both have
or get tied out.
really great defense.
Yes.
Just up the offense a little bit, and maybe Davison could push
The
through.
free throw is good. 47 to 35. But the second one does not make it. Tom Zach passes the ball to Cassie Allard. She passes it to Davis. Davis is getting inside the paint, but she kind of like trips and throws the ball out. There's a lot of crucial decisions right now.
We've got 2 minutes, 49 seconds on the clock. Davison 35, Carman Ainsworth 47.
I'm surprised Gill hasn't gone for any three-pointers.
I don't know if she's had the opportunity to.
Yeah,
with
she
Carman.
really hasn't.
If Carman's right on her tail, she cannot shoot.
Davis gets the first point, 47 to 36, but not the second one. Tart takes the ball, she passes it over to number 12. Big turnover. Allard takes the ball, and it goes back into the hands of the Cavs. got a timeout.
Now that we've talked a little bit about our social media, let's talk about where this game will be after we're done. We will re-upload the game about an hour afterward on our YouTube channel, DTV News. So if you want to re-listen to me and Riley's commentating, you can go
Or
to
see
there.
any of our coverage, any of the shows. You could watch the sideline reports.
Any of our stories.
Or even just watch the game.
You can also watch our PSAs on there. Or Riley's Sports Open, I believe, is on there as well.
It's getting very, very close to the end. Got 2 minutes and 35 seconds left.
I'm not sure if Davison's going to be able to pull ahead. They very well could.
It's very unlikely, but if they really, really need to use Adrian Gill. Number 21 passes the ball to Tart. Tart passes it to McQueen. They've got this man-to-man defense on them. And Chelsea Arischak takes the ball. She passes it to Lex Davis, but not in time.
She completely denied King of that score.
Got just over 2 minutes now. Oop. Cassie Allard is at the line for a free throw. She makes it. 47 to 37. They've been focusing very well, but they need to focus even more right now.
They have a 10-point difference right now.
And her second shot is good.
Make that a 9-point difference.
47 to 38. The Cavs take the ball. She passes it to Tart.
I feel like if Davison keeps
Passes
the ball
it to
away
22,
from Tart,
and she gets 2 points. This may do it for Davison, though. 49 to 38. Ramoy kind of loses the ball there, and she's running for it right now. Passes it to number 23, the Cavs, and they miss. This might seal their fate here.
I was just thinking that. I'm wondering, Tart seems to be such a key player. If they can keep the ball away from her, they might be able to pull ahead. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull ahead enough to win with only 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock.
I agree.
That's at least, that's an...
Adrian Gill passes the ball, and Tart takes the ball. She gets 2 points. Just like you said, Tart is the key player here. 49 to 38. She's playing such a great game. Tart goes for a free throw, and she makes it. 52 to 38. This might be it for Davison. I don't know how much they can pull ahead. We've got Faith Fortune here in for the last few minutes. Rischak passes the ball to Allard. And again, Tart is going for the ball.
I keep seeing Davison leaving Tart open.
Yes, and then they're kind of like fumbling with the ball, and then
if they keep
Tart ends up taking it.
Someone needs to be guarding her. If they keep leaving her open, she's going to get the ball and she's going to score. I don't think I've seen her miss a basket yet. I could very well be wrong, but.
And the ball goes out on Davison.
A minute and 9 seconds. 38 for the Cardinals, 52 for the Cavaliers. I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know what's going to happen. Davison could pull ahead, but I don't know
Even
if it's
if
likely.
they don't win tonight, they have been playing very well, and they didn't think that they were going to do this well, but having an extra month to prepare for this game might have helped. Ramoy passes the ball to Davis, and Davis goes for 3 points. She doesn't get it. Number 21 takes the rebound, but she goes down.
Only a minute left.
And it looks like Tart will get the ball. I know my number one mission would be to get the ball away from her. Brantley takes the ball. She passes it to Tart. Let's see what she does here. She might go for something. She might just run out the clock, though. Passes it to number 23, Harrison. Passes it to Brantley. Lex Davis tries to go for the ball. So we've got 34 seconds left in this game.
I'm wondering if the Cavaliers should just run out the clock. They've got a big enough lead to where they could.
Yeah, they definitely could. I mean, might as well just score a few points if you can.
They have proven why they are state qualifiers.
They're number 2 after, I believe, Saginaw Heritage. The second shot does not make it. Ariszczak takes the ball. She throws it to Davis. Davis has to throw it back in before she goes out. Tart has the ball now. Passes it to number 22 inside the paint, and she gets 2 points in the last 20 seconds.
Seconds.
54 to 38. Davis goes for 3 points, and she makes it just in the last few seconds. 54 to 41.
Even though it
Final
didn't
score.
pull them ahead, that was a
They
nice
played
shot at the end of the
very,
game.
very well until the very end, as you can see.
We are going to toss things over to our studio crew that you saw just a little bit ago with Bailey Talaska and Kate Lawrence, and they're going to give you your halftime show.
Good evening, Davison. I'm Kate Lawrence.
And I'm Bailey Talaska. Well, Kate, that was such a tough game. Our Cards really played their heart out tonight.
Yeah, it was really upsetting to see them lose.
For sure.
Yeah. We have tons of things packed into today's show, so let's get started with a recap of the awesome girls game against Carman that just went down.
The night started off with our starting lineup filled with many of our key players.
Stephanie Ramoy is blocked at every turn, but makes it through for the layup to put Davison on the board.
And then it would be Ramoy again, but this time she's all alone and she comes in for another 2 points.
But Stephanie can pass too. She passes it down court to Michaela Orchak, who passes it up and in. Adrian Gill gets double teamed but isn't phased as she finds it open for Carly Allard. Davison is not the only one who scores. Jessiana Aaron is all alone and she sprinted up the court and gets the bucket to put Carman in the 27-18 lead at halftime.
And then Aaron passes it to Destiny Strother, who switches it in with ease.
Finally, we have Zaria Tart, who gets big through traffic and lays it up and in.
The Cavaliers were too much for our Lady Cards with a final score of 54 to 41.
The Davison Cardinal varsity girls team only has 2 games left for the 2017-2018 season.
They actually only have 1 game because today their game against Flint got canceled, so they will only be having 1 game, February 23rd, home against Midland Dow. After these 2 games, the girls will head to districts. For District 10, Kersley will take on Clio at 5:30, followed by Davison against Lapeer at 7, February 26th. Both games will be played at Kersley High School.
You know, Bailey, the Lady Cards just played Lapeer last Friday. Now they have to play them again in the playoffs.
Yeah, but not just in the playoffs, Kate, but in the first round. Hopefully they can have the same outcome as that game. In the Saginaw Valley League at number 1 is Saginaw Heritage, followed by Carman Ainsworth. In the third, we have Bay City Western. After that, we have Midland Dow. While Midland is 5, 6th is Bay City John Glenn. Then Saginaw Arthur Hill, and 8th is Mount Pleasant. Our Lady Cards are in 9th, and last we have Lapeer.
After
to us every day at practice, and it's a healthy part of the game.
Sportsmanship, one of the most important things when it comes to any sport. This includes showing respect for your own side, coaches, officials, fans, but most importantly, the other team. Whether in the game, at practice, or with your coaches, respect shows real love for a sport. The best and most important games start and end with good sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship is the way to play.
After this show, we will take it down to our sports announcers, Darius Wright and Riley Wilcox, with the boys' game against Carman Ainsworth.
The Carman Cavaliers are 12-2, while Davison is 10-6.
The Cavaliers have a lot of big athletes who can dunk and score in the paint, so Davison will have to perform some very tight defense.
In the Saginaw Valley League, Carman is in first place, followed by number 2, Arthur Hill, and Davison comes in third place. Saginaw Heritage is 4th. Number 5 is Mount Pleasant, and 6th is Midland Dow. 7th is Lapeer, and number 8 is Powers Catholic. 9th is Midland, and finally number 10 is Saginaw.
Tonight will be a true test for the Cardinals. Davison may not be as highly ranked as their opponent, but their coach, Bobby Hatton, is still trying to make them better every day.
Good job, guys. Keep up that energy. Taking care of the ball, rebounding. We spent a lot of time on some individual stuff this week. We've had a rough go of it lately from the free throw line. Just some little details, but overall as a team, we've been playing pretty well.
Their hard work will take them to victory against Carman.
Carman is leading the Saginaw Valley, and they are also one of the best teams in the state.
This week, MLive has Carman ranked number 8 in the state, behind Clarkston at 1, Ann Arbor Skyline, Canton, Hazel Park, Holland West Ottawa, and Detroit East English tied for 6th. This concludes DTV's halftime coverage.
Casey Love and Blake Gorham will be here after the boys' game with our post-game show. But now let's toss it over to Darius Wright and Riley Wilcox for the start of the boys' varsity game against Carman Ainsworth.